are you in the history of this game? When you're talking about the most important things, championships, and your stupid ass talking about running fast, like people weren't running fast back then. Are you shitting me? Why do you talk on a microphone? Why do you have a microphone? What the hell are you talking about? I don't even know your name. And I certainly don't know your game because I don't see you every year with a gold jacket in that Hall of Fame room. I don't see you anywhere great players are. So who the fuck are you to talk about what, Deion Sanders couldn't cover these guys today?
But anyway, the point came out with some random guy said that Deion was this phenomenal athlete and he was like way ahead of his time playing because he didn't have to cover the caliber of wide receivers that they have today.
Yeah, because they weren't fast.
The emphasis was on how fast the receivers are today. So Prime didn't have that much to do. I think it would have just been a soundbite, but the producers of that show decided to use images of Jerry Rice,
the state number one,
and the playmaker Michael Irvin.
State number two.
State number two, because Michael Irvin is still a cultural icon in sports. He's still a soundbite that's hashtagable, and he gonna get there. So if your point was to poke the bear to get people to go to your YouTube and get them to watch, I'm gonna give you a hand clap. But I don't think that's what you were doing. I think you really thought.
Yeah, they actually believed it.
I think you really believed that malarkey you said. And the problem with that malarkey you said is Google is for everybody. And a lot of people hate me because I use Google to back my thing up. I went to this thing called a university. And at that university, they taught me parenthetical documentation and when you say something, when you quote something, have something to back it up. So back it up. And if you would have looked, you could have looked at the last few years of all those speedy guys who can't get off the line and can't run routes. What is that speed really doing for them? I'm not saying that the guys who can get off the line and can run routes don't have some speed. I'm just saying that speed, with the exception of a few, is not necessarily the killer when it comes to the wide receiver position. It's just not. The main thing a wide receiver got to do is catch the ball and get open. Speed don't necessarily make that happen all the time. So I'm confused at what he thought, because one of the main things he said, and this is a shout out to all my old schoolers, 60 plus years old. Even that man that Staff Sanchez, he tried to act like y'all didn't have no speed back then, and I'm so sick of these new age dudes acting like
speed is something that just came around. Yeah.
Can we? I'm so sick and tired of you all are running. You all are running. Can we just get this in y'all mind? I am not saying that athletes haven't evolved into what they are, but you all are running on rubber with track shoes on, with cleats that are made for field and track. You're drinking Gatorade. You're going to all these camps. You're going to speed camp. You got a dude running behind you with a parachute. You're running on the beach. You got elastic machine. You got All these trainers that do this hyper whatever going on.
You got lighter equipment.
Lighter equipment. I've seen dudes smoke a cigarette with the same gray sweatsuit Rocky had on in Rocky 1, running up the stairs in some Converse. Didn't unsweat. Didn't take off the suit. Go run a 4.2, 4.3. Go back to their starting spot and finish the cigarette. I'm just letting you know. Stop. Y'all better stop messing with what them old school dudes used to do. They different. Stop acting like we ain't have them back then, man. They was there. They were there.